'Tis the season to spread holiday cheer. Unfortunately, we may end up spreading something else.
There are a lot of respiratory diseases circulating around, whether it's the atypical pneumonia or RSV or the flu or, as we're discussing now, COVID. So we need to be prepared to prevent disease. The holiday season and colder weather means more intimate indoor contact. And that means viral diseases like COVID spread more easily, and our coughs and sneezes can transmit particles more easily. COVID hasn't gone away. The virus continues to mutate, and unfortunately, people are getting sick and are still dying.
COVID hospitalizations are much higher than that of the flu, but the number of adults getting flu shots are double that of the updated COVID vaccine. Here's what you need to know.
We've learned a lot from the more than 655 million doses administered in the past, and the data is clear that the vaccines are both effective and safe, preventing hospitalizations and deaths. But we also know that the vaccine protection starts to wane over time. And we know that the virus also continues to mutate. So based on what we currently know, these vaccines should last for 6 months. The overwhelming majority of health professionals and scientists believe that everyone 6 months and over should get the updated COVID vaccine now.
Those over 65 or immunocompromised may need additional doses per their doctor's recommendations. But what if you've had COVID recently?
The recommendation is very clear. You should get vaccinated 90 days from when you first received your positive test from the start of your symptoms. 90 days from when you started to know that you were ill. Now you start thinking about getting vaccinated so that you can carry your immunity throughout the rest of the winter.
And the only way to prevent long COVID is to not get COVID.
Long COVID is a syndrome that occurs in 1 in 5 Americans after you've already had a COVID infection. People will have symptoms that are very diverse because the virus attacks so many parts of the body, but it could be brain fog, exhaustion, chest pain, many other ways. If these symptoms, though, it lasts for 3 months after an infection, then we call that long COVID. The best way to prevent long COVID is to prevent getting COVID. Best way to prevent getting COVID? Get vaccinated.
And for those worried vaccines will be banned in the near future,
I don't think there's any scenario where we will see vaccines being banned. It is just simply inconceivable. I think that what we need to make sure is that we're educating ourselves about the facts about COVID, the facts about the vaccine, and then make intelligent decisions. But there is absolutely no chance I could imagine that we would subject the American people to millions of unnecessary deaths by banning a vaccine. That simply is incompatible with a civilized society.
Get more information at vaccines.gov and disease.education/finder.